It's quiet tonight, the kind of quiet that hums softly, as if the world is holding its breath. I lie here, tracing the ceiling's faint outline, and imagine you beside me. Not memory, but presence. The space between us isn't miles, it's heartbeats we never shared, words we left unsaid. When I turn to your side, the sheets still remember, longer than I was allowed to. Do you ever lie awake too, counting the could-have-beens, pretending sleep will fix it all? Love doesn't always end with goodbye. Sometimes it fades quietly, like a candle after flame. If you were here, I'd whisper that missing someone and moving on can exist together. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering without pain, without needing closure. Tonight, I hope you're under the same restless moon, breathing peace instead of ache. Somewhere, someone still thinks of you, softly, without trying to hold on. There's a sound to absence, I've learned, not silence, but the sigh between heartbeats. It's the hum of a room that used to know laughter, now too still to forget. I remember our last night together, neither angry nor kind, just distant. You faced the window. I watched your shoulders, memorizing a silence I didn't understand. We thought love was strong enough to fill every gap, but sometimes love is the gap itself. You drifted into sleep. I lay awake, realizing warmth can feel colder when it's leaving. Days turned to weeks, and I filled the silence with everything but you. Books, noise, friends, they worked until the night returned with its quiet reminder. I thought time would erase you, but it didn't. It softened you into something lighter. Now you exist like air, unseen but always there, breathing through the moments between moments. Maybe that's what healing really is, not erasing the story, but changing how it's read. You're no longer a wound, just a whisper that doesn't hurt to hear. I've stopped reaching for you, not out of forgetting, but acceptance. Love doesn't disappear. It transforms, from touch into peace, from ache into calm. Sometimes I imagine you somewhere listening, wondering if I still think of you. And yes, I do. Not with pain, but quiet gratitude for having felt something real. You once said the hardest part of love is living beautifully after it's gone. I think I finally understand what you meant. It's not about letting go, but carrying gently. Now, when I walk through rain or silence, I see traces of you everywhere. In reflections, in strangers' laughter, in the way the night leans toward dawn. You're not gone. You've become part of the calm I didn't know I needed. Love leaves differently, not in storms, but in stillness that teaches us how to breathe again. There are nights when I still miss the sound of your breathing beside mine, but I also find comfort in knowing some things are meant to stay only as echoes. The moon outside feels familiar, like it remembers our quiet conversations. Maybe it's watching both of us, holding the pieces we never said. I used to chase closure. Now I chase peace. I've learned that healing isn't about answers. It is about softness returning to the soul. If you're somewhere listening, I hope you've found the calm you wished for me. I hope life feels lighter and the nights are kind to your thoughts. We were never perfect, but we were true, and sometimes that's enough. Some stories aren't meant to last forever. They're meant to teach you how to love again. Now, when I close my eyes, you appear not as pain, but as warmth that doesn't fade. I smile, knowing that love left me stronger, not empty. There's peace in missing you, because missing you means I once had something worth missing, and that perhaps is the most beautiful kind of love of all. So tonight, as the rain softens and the world exhales, I whisper your name into the dark, not to call you back, but to thank you for the gentle way you changed me. Love didn't end, it transformed, into stillness, into calm, into a soft good night. And as sleep slowly finds me, I hope you feel it too, this quiet peace between us. Good night from my side of the space between us.